Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I've been kind of having a couple of days. You know how sometimes you're having a day and it's just, it takes more effort than usual to get stuff done. I have been having a couple of those days in a row. So I thought I would sit down today and do something kind of nice for myself to snap myself out of it a little bit. I know if I am productive and do things that it'll make me feel better. So I thought I would sit down and test out a mask, a skincare product I have not tried before from a brand that I have tried before but haven't talked about on my channel. And that is this Nip and Fab Skin Powerful Pore Refining and Skin Brightening Mask, Glycolic Instant Fix Mask. I've been having things with my skin in the last week. I just have a lot of little pimples sort of all along here, a little bit on this side, but mostly here. And I honestly can't decide if it's just from stress because it's been, you know, kind of a stressful week with everything going on in Ottawa. If maybe it's because I didn't wash my face very well for a couple of days when the power was out, which is entirely possible. Or I tried a new moisturizer and I don't think I like it as much. It may be breaking me out. In any case, I have some stuff that I want to take care of on my face. I'm going to talk just a little bit about Nip and Fab Skin. This is a UK brand. I know them for their skincare. In my Shoppers Drug Marts, they always have sort of not an end cap, but kind of an around the end cap. They always have their own little display, sort of in the same way in Canada, at least for Pixie, for Essence. They always kind of have their own little area that's a little bit separated from the rest of the skincare and makeup. But as I said, it's a UK brand. Here in Canada, I have only ever seen their skincare, although in doing research into this brand a little bit further, they have an entire line of makeup, which I'm guessing is mostly just sold in the UK. So their sort of reason for being is that they have different lines that focus on different skin concerns and really target those concerns. So I've only ever used their Glycolic Instant Fix range. I had their face wash for a while, which I used up. I really liked it. For days where I felt like I was starting to have breakouts, I felt like it really helped with that. I also have some of their pads, so the Instant Glycolic Fix sort of pads to swipe on. I, for some reason, don't use those ones as much. I don't know why. I mean, they feel fine, but just somehow I haven't made it part of my regular routine. They have other lines as well. They have sort of like a I want to say dragon's blood. That can't be right. But there's like a bee venom line, just a whole bunch of different things, and they're all there to target different concerns. Some are moisturizing, some are anti-aging, some are, you know, skin lifting, and they seem to have, you know, different treatments, but each one has its own mask as well. Now, in doing my research, I did see that they now have another line of masks for each line. So there's another Glycolic Instant Fix mask. It's like a jelly mask. I did not see those in my local store, so maybe they're starting in the UK and then coming over here. What else can I tell you? That's probably it, right? Oh, let me talk a little bit about pricing. So for my store, they're really drugstore priced. You'll see things sort of between $10 to maybe $20, mostly in that $15 range. So this product in particular is Glycolic Instant Fix, so it does have glycolic acid in here. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I did a whole video where I reviewed the Sunday Riley lactic acid treatment, and in that I talked about lactic acid and glycolic acid. I'll link that down below because I go a little bit more into the details of it. But all that to say that this is a glycolic acid product. It is supposed to be a chemical exfoliator, loosen the bonds a bit between the cells of your skin so that you renew the skin a little bit more. I usually in my skincare routine will wash my face and then use a Pixie Glow Tonic, which has glycolic acid in it. I didn't do that this morning. I just washed my face and haven't done anything else. This product on the website shows that it sells for about 12 pounds, which here in Canada would translate to, I think, around $20. This was sitting on the shelf for like $15, and yet somehow when it was rung up, it came out to just under $6. Don't know why that is, but I didn't realize until I left the store already. So this was actually really reasonably priced. What it says on here is that it is a high potency pore tightening gel mask to perfect and exfoliate the complexion. Our highest level of glycolic acid combined with Evermatte technology to gently smooth away the appearance of lines, wrinkles while clearing and reducing the look of enlarged pores. Skin is more even toned and visually smoother. Glycolic acid, Evermatte, and amino acids are in here, and we are supposed to apply a thin layer to cleanse skin, avoiding the eye area, allow to work for 10 minutes, and then rinse with lukewarm water. And I'm supposed to avoid the eyes and in fact flush it out of my eyes with water if I happen to get any in there. Do not use on children under 3. I don't know who would be doing that. That's really creepy. And then don't put on any irritated skin, and use sunscreen during the daytime. I will say that it does say on here to patch test this first, which I'm not doing, but you should if you get this. So let's get it on my face. Also, if you enjoy watching me do mask testing, skincare testing, because I do find that what I enjoy is really skincare products and skin products. So by that, I mean skincare, all of that, but also like foundations, primers. I am not somebody who does crazy eye looks or things like that. So I am not so much into like the eyeshadows, although I enjoy doing those reviews as well, but I really like the skincare stuff. So I'm not sure if I said this. If you also like these, give this video a thumbs up to let me know. And here we go. You do get a lot of product in here, 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 milliliters. So here we go. It is a very clear jelly, but with a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. You can see that there. And it just sort of has a fresh smell. It does say to apply a thin, even layer, so that's what I'm gonna aim for. You know, it's not the best smell in the world, I gotta say, but if that means it's fragrance free, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna make sure that I put some along my jawline because I tend to rest my hand on my jaw and then I tend to get outbreaks there. Outbreaks, breakouts. Outbreak sounds much more dramatic. I'm gonna go in closer on my mouth where I have wrinkles. And there we go. I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes and I will be back before I wash it off, just to let you know of any sensations or tingling or feeling I have had while having this mask on. See you in a moment. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes and I think you can see how red I'm looking, which I just noticed when I turned the camera on. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, yeah, you can sort of see that I am turning red, which means let's not talk for too long before I take this off. It felt tingly and a little burny, especially in areas where I know I'm a little bit drier, like right there. I do tend to be sensitive along my cheeks here, and right now it's super itchy under my nose, but nothing like, not in a bad kind of burning and tingly way, just in a, hey, it feels like it's doing something, which the redness also looks like. So I am going to go wash this off and then I will be back. So I've washed it off. It washed off very easily with cold water, but as you can see, I still have some red on there. It doesn't feel like it's burning or irritated my skin, but it obviously looks like it's irritated my skin a little bit. It also doesn't feel significantly like tighter or smoother or anything right now. So what I think I will do is I'm going to go put on some moisturizer and I'll do a check-in later on today. The time right now, yeah, it's just about 10:15. So I'm going to let this be for a few hours with some moisturizer on, and then I can update you with any, you know, if my skin has calmed down or if anything has gotten worse. This is what glycolic acid and lactic acid treatments do. I mean, if you get a high concentration of it, it is going to irritate your skin a little bit because it is penetrating the skin. So I'm not too concerned right now with this, but I would like to see the redness go down a little bit through the day. So we're gonna check in and make sure that's happening. I will see you again in a little bit for my final thoughts. Okay guys, it is 2 o'clock and as you can see, my face is no longer red or irritated looking. Basically, when I had first washed the mask off my skin, I just splashed it with water. And then after I finished filming, I thought, well, maybe I want to make sure that there's none of it left on my skin. So I did go and wash again with a gentle cleanser. And then I put on just a CeraVe moisturizer, just sort of a plain moisturizer. And I would say over the next hour or so, my face felt just from time to time a little bit itchy or a little bit tingly, but I would say that probably for the last 2 hours it's looked fine. So the irritation maybe lasted and the redness lasted for about an hour after using it. All of this to say, let's talk about my thoughts on this product. I would say that if you're going to use this, do patch test it. Don't do what I did. Don't do what Donnie does, if you've ever seen that Simpsons. If not, that's a very strange reference. But do go ahead and patch test this to make sure it's not going to be super irritating to your skin. I don't know that patch testing it for me would have made that much of a difference because it wasn't red all over. It was just red on these very sensitive areas under my eyes. And it does say to keep this away from your eyes. And this is potent. So I would say from trying other glycolic acid treatments, from trying other lactic acid treatments, this is the most potent one that I've used. I mean, I could actually tell that it had, you know, chemically exfoliated my skin. So if you are looking for a product with glycolic acid in it that makes an impact for a not expensive price, yeah, I think this may be what you want. You need to be careful with it because if you have skin that's not used to these kinds of treatments and you do something like this, especially with one that has this kind of impact, it can cause your skin to peel. As you can see, it was irritated, and you definitely need to use sunscreen after using something like this. You should use sunscreen all the time, but especially because this is taking off the outer layer of your skin, more sensitive skin is exposed and you really want to use sunscreen. So this does what it says it's going to do, and for that I'm going to give this a thumbs up. Approach it with caution, but you know, it's a treatment that actually is working. I've said this before on my channel, I still stand by it. You don't necessarily always need to jump to the most potent skincare ingredient. It's like, if you're using something and there's something that does, you know, 10 times that, you don't necessarily need this. Let me just put that out there. If you want to try something with a lower percentage of glycolic acid, or something like the Pixie Glow Tonic that has glycolic acid in it, but it is much milder, I mean, I'm not going to use this all the time. I don't think I need it. Just because glycolic acid works for me, using it daily in a much lower percentage doesn't mean that I'm going to start using this daily. And they actually say to use this, I think 2 to 3 times per week. But I would say I can't imagine needing to use it that much. I would say that maybe this would be sort of a special event kind of thing. So if I had something coming up and I really wanted to make my skin brighter, I would use this a couple days ahead. I would also say to use this in the evening. Like, you don't want to use this and then put like makeup on over top of it, because there is going to be some irritation there on your skin. But I am surprised that I found a product that is this potent for such a low price. And yeah, it makes me curious to try other Nip and Fab products because they are obviously doing what they say they are doing. That is today's review. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you have tried this or other Nip and Fab products, or have other suggestions of things you'd like to see me try, leave all of that in the comments down below. I do try to respond to every comment that I get. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel but want to see more skincare and makeup reviews from me, you can click on my face. I'll make it pop up right there, or I'm sure there's a subscribe button down there somewhere, and I'll put another one of my videos up here for you to watch, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!